Is this thing working? I think it is. I need a freaking haircut. Hi everybody, my name is Dan and I am super new to all of this. Yeah, I never really recorded myself or like got on camera and talked about anything before, but yeah, I live in LA and I've been here for like maybe a little less than 2 years, and I actually recently moved like within LA, like within the LA area, and I was unpacking my stuff and was going through like all these collectibles that I had, and like I've actually I've actually always collected comic books since I was a kid, and so I was setting them all up, and I mean you can see actually like here's one shelf, but I'll show you guys like the rest of the stuff later. And I was setting it all up, and I'm like, okay, well, like my whole life I've gone like back and forth between like going weekly to the comic book store, and then like stopped going, collecting single issues, and going back and forth. So I thought it might be interesting to kind of like make videos of me starting to collect again, or at least attempting to. I guess I can't really promise anything since I've been in and out of it like for years. So, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I kind of just wanted to show you guys kind of like what I have now, and I guess I'll do kind of like a vlog review thing. I mean, there's tons of like review stuff online already, so I don't know how interesting it'd be to actually like review issues or like review trades or whatever, because there's tons of people that are doing it right now. So, but yeah, I can do some type of like vlog thing and kind of just see how it goes. But yeah, I guess I'll start out. I'll just show you guys maybe some of my favorite stuff now and kind of like the things I have, and then actually it's Saturday the 17th and Black Panther came out yesterday, so I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, and I think probably after that I'll go to the comic book store. Like it just seemed to line up to be able to go. So yeah, we'll see how that goes tomorrow, but let me start out by actually showing you guys some of the favorite stuff I have right now. Cool. So I grabbed actually just two things, just a couple of different ones I like. So here's, I hope there's not too much glare on these, but here's a couple different trades that I actually love. The first one I'll start out with is Spider-Man 2099. I actually remember that when I was a little kid, the first like couple of 2099 series that came out, I actually went and bought them in single issues like as they were coming out, and so I mean obviously I didn't have any money when I was in, I don't know, I was in elementary school when it came out, but yeah, I didn't have any money, but I remember thinking that the price was actually $20.99. So I remember I like asked everyone in my family for funds or whatever, and they like gave me money, and then I remember like my grandparents gave me money, and then I went to the comic book store with my grandpa, and we like got up front, we like found the issue and brought it up front, and it was like I remember it was Unlimited 2099, and it was like Hulk 2099 and Spider-Man 2099. And we brought it up front, put it on the counter, and like I had saved up $21 or whatever, and they're like, oh, it's actually like $3.99 or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't know, that's the way your mind works when you're little, but yeah, I've always like loved the futuristic characters, and I don't know, I just thought specifically Spidey and Hulk, like I don't know, I just thought they were really awesome. I guess it makes sense because it was the first 2099 ones I read, but I don't know, I always really liked them. The next one I grabbed actually it's the second trade, but my favorite one was the first trade, which it's around here somewhere, I just don't know like where it went, but I think it's a 2006 Moon Knight, like, I don't know, reboot or something. It's like when they started back up. I thought it was awesome because they started back up, and like the artwork was awesome, and I think it was like, I think it's David Finch. He like hadn't done, yeah, it is David Finch. So he hadn't done, like, he wasn't super huge yet, and I think this is kind of like what made him super huge. The artwork was awesome. The story was kind of like gritty, and it was like pretty dark, and I wasn't expecting that. So I think it came out around the same time the Civil War issues were coming out. So I was like reading it, and it was really awesome. And I still like that series today. So yeah, I think that most of the stuff I have now is trades, but like I want to read stuff as it comes out, but it's tough to like go every single week, just to like stay on that schedule. So it's easy to buy the trades and then just like read the whole story at once. But yeah, those are like some of my favorite things. I've been kind of like a lifelong nerd, and here's how you know actually how nerdy you are is like how long you've had glasses, and like if you can see your glasses from the side and there's like, oh, it's like totally Coke bottles, like magnifying it. Or your glasses are constantly falling down like mine are, and then you're like literally pushing them back up like in the middle. That's like super nerdy. But yeah, I guess I'll show you guys just real quick like the shelves I have set up now, so you can at least see the stuff that's on the shelves. And then like I said, probably tomorrow I'll go to the comic book store, and there's a couple things I want to pick up, so I'll bring that up later. Yeah, so this is the first shelf I actually set up. It is, I mean, you can see there's like a lot of trades on it actually, so I'll get a little closer so you can see it. But you know, it's just, well, on the top shelf there, it's, I mean, that's just like a boombox, and you know, on the left is like old kaiju movies. But if you go actually down, there's a lot of glare on that. Let me see if I could block it out. If you go down there, it's just some single issues, some novels or whatever. But these aren't actually organized at all. So you can see all the Marvel ones. I actually have way more Marvel than DC. I have Gunbuster, and there's like some movies and stuff scattered throughout here. But I have way more Marvel than DC, like I was saying, which you can actually see. Just when I scroll over, you can see how many there are. Yeah, there's so many Marvel. Like as events come out and stuff, I'll like buy it. Like as different series come out, like Civil War, I had like so much of. Siege, you can see a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of Miles Morales stuff on the bottom there, which I like a lot. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about some of these, you know, as I make more videos. Or if you guys, you know, there's something you want me to talk about, I could do that too. But yeah, here's the first shelf. And here's a second shelf. I mean, this plant on top. But yeah, you can see I have some more shelves in here. I'll get a little closer to them. I have some, you can see actually there's some Godzilla things set up in there. Obviously you can tell by the kaiju and the Godzilla stuff that I do like old monster movies. So, I mean, I'd be ecstatic to talk about those too, I guess, sometime. But yeah, if I zoom in here, I got some of the essential books here. On the top there's more novels, but got some of the essential books here. I think I could see some of the Dark Horse Lobster Johnsons on the left. Godzilla. There's some of the portable handheld games I have, or handheld systems, I mean. So way more Marvel stuff. I love those Bendis Daredevils. I don't know if you guys have read them or anything, but there's more Moon Knight there, Planet Hulk and stuff. I actually scrolled down, more essentials. There's the first volume of Akira, which I think actually I have double now, because I'll show you in a second. I think I have all the Akiras. I have a lot of the trades of Walking Dead. I kind of stopped, I think, after issues 60 or 70, which was a while ago, but I was like buying them a lot. So yeah, so that's my second shelf here. And here's the last shelf I have set up. I hope this light isn't too harsh. It was kind of dark in here, so I turned the light on. But yeah, so this is mostly hardcovers, and I guess mostly hardcovers. Let me just zoom in. So on the top here, I got some of the Lone Wolf and Cubs, Blade of the Immortal, which actually Blade of the Immortal, I think this week just came out, the new movie. So actually I want to pick that up. I have a lot of movies too, so maybe I'll show you that later. But yeah, so there's those. The Lone Wolf and Cub collections are actually really awesome. Those are some old Dragon Ball Z books that I actually grew up with. Like I've had these for years and years and years. I mean, they're in Japanese, so I can't even read them. But yeah, I've like had these for so long, and I just looked at them when I was little. the BPRD collections. These are awesome. And I actually just got, I love The Thing. I actually just got that The Thing board game from one of my friends, and it's super awesome. Going down here, here's some of the hardcovers. These are actually massive. These Age of Apocalypse New X-Men ones. I think I didn't even finish the Age of Apocalypse one. Like, I was reading it and didn't finish it. I did finish New X-Men, and that was really good. It's Grant Morrison. Going down, Ed Brubaker, Captain America, which is also really awesome, and a couple other things. I actually just got this complete Akira manga box set. It's freaking huge, and it's super awesome. So maybe I'll open this up later, and you guys, I mean, it's open, but like it's unwrapped, but maybe I'll open up later and you guys can see it. And then on the bottom, I have the whole Nightfall collection, some Judge Dredd collections, and Hellboy here. But yeah, these are just more so, this shelf is just more so like hardcovers and bigger collections. Oh, I don't know if you guys care about this, but I have some posters here too. They're actually framed. So here's like an awesome Alien print that I got. They're not hung up anywhere. Maybe I'll hang them up sometime, but there's an Alien print, and I have some like old comic book ones in here too. So that's what they are, yeah. But yeah, so those are all the shelves I have set up now. I think I have more trades too that I haven't put out. I don't know if I need more shelves or I should just cram them in somewhere, but yeah, this is what I have set up now. Hey everyone, it is Sunday the 18th, I think, and I'm getting ready to leave in a couple minutes to go see Black Panther. I'm pretty excited. I've been hearing a ton of good things about it. I've seen all the Marvel movies that have come out. I've seen all of them multiple times. Actually, I think I own almost all of them on Blu-ray, which is like, who collects Blu-ray anymore, right? I know I'm a weirdo. But yeah, I don't know a ton about Black Panther. What I mostly know is from, actually, grab it. What I mostly know is from the Christopher Priest run. So I've read some of this. I know Black Panther from like the Civil War storyline, and but that's pretty much it. And then I've seen the Civil War movie, obviously, so I saw that introduction. But yeah, besides that, I don't know a ton about him. So I'm pretty excited to go in and see what they do in the movie. So yeah, I have to leave in a minute because I'm actually going to be late if I don't hurry up. So see you guys after. Hey everyone, just got back from the movie, and let me just say that it was pretty freaking amazing. I liked it a lot, and like I said, I'm not going to go into a review because there's like 5 million other reviews you can watch on YouTube, and to be honest, who's going to care about this one? One other thing I remembered Black Panther that I actually owned was, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but there was like the Marvel Knights like motion comic movie things. There's a lot of glare on that, but there were these, and I had the Black Panther one. I can't find it. It's somewhere around here, but so I did own that. So honestly, the movie got me hyped to like read more Black Panther comics, especially the recent ones. I had been keeping up with like the different trades and stuff that were coming out. I was like watching which ones are coming out. And one of the series I really did want to read was the Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Panther, which I'm sure the run's probably done now, but I think there's probably a couple trades out. So I think what we'll do is I'll head out to the comic book store. There's that and actually a couple other trades I want to see if they have. So let's go. Alright everyone, we are gonna head to the comic store. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, I've been in California for a little under 2 years, and I moved here from Chicago, where I grew up in Chicago in the Midwest, and man, I grew up going to the comic store all the time, and I miss it, but then, you know, when I started like not collecting single issues and I was just getting trades, I like just started ordering everything off Amazon because it was like half the price, and it was just way cheaper. I feel bad, like I feel like I want to support like the brick and mortar stores, but it's also like, you know, it's putting like a bunch of extra money and effort because you have to go every single week. Because now they have like the single issue ordering services online and stuff, and you know, you can order it that way. So yeah, like it is an experience like going into the comic book stores because it's like the same people there all the time. I used to live like 2 blocks away from one in one place I lived in Chicago, so I used to walk in there every week. They like knew me and stuff, and you know, that was really cool. But yeah, it's kind of hard to like dedicate yourself to go all the time. But yeah, I'd at least like to start going sometimes. I'm happy to stop into this store. I've actually been to this store a bunch of times, and it is cool. Like, they have a lot of cool stuff, and you know, outside just comic books, they have like a bunch of other collectible stuff and things like that, which obviously you saw on some of my shelves. I have too, but yeah, I just like to like look around and see what's up. So I'll see what kind of trade selection they do have, and I wonder if since Black Panther's in the theater right now, if like all the trades and stuff are going to be sold out of that. Usually they'll like reboot those series in single issues and kind of like start over as movies come out. So I guess we'll kind of like see what they have. Oh man, do I miss going to the comic book stores. They didn't have the Black Panther trade that I wanted, but I did end up getting some other stuff, which I will probably show you guys back at the house. But just being in the store and like the owner in there arguing with like the guys inside about how Magic the Gathering is a terrible game, and then like going back and forth, just like the conversations that happen in the nerdy stores are freaking hilarious. So like that's the atmosphere I guess I kind of miss. I don't know, it's really funny. But yeah, I'll head back to the house and actually show you guys what I got. But I did want to make one stop off before I went home, so let's head out.
It's been 3 whole years of me thinking about you every day. Sometimes for hours, sometimes in passing. Saw you from the bottom of the staircase. Stood out for hours as you complained about how you haven't seen your friends yet. That you're too drunk to stand and you not knowing if you can love him forever. Bullshit, you fucking missed me there. I said it, I guess I'll talk to you in a few months. Sitting drunk on the sidewalk, I guess I'll get up, I guess I'll go for a walk. Brush my shoes against the pavement, I swear this is gonna be the 100th time I've thought of you tonight. You weren't the only one who thought of us that way. I spend most nights awake, wide awake. I never thought that I would see the day where I just let you go, let you walk away. Where I let you walk away.
So we are here at Mitsuwa. Okay. All right, so made it back. I got a few things. They did not have the Black Panther trade that I was looking for. So I grabbed a couple other things. Let me show you what I got here. Wrapped up in here. I got a few things. I don't know if these are supposed to be like single issues or what. They're like larger size ones. I've read a bunch of Batman stuff, but like here's two. What is it called? Batman, Creature Creature of the Night Book 1 and Book 2. So they look pretty cool. The artwork inside actually looked really like old school. So I just opened it up and I'm like, oh, looks cool. I'll give it a try. Oh, I noticed that I think it's Batman White Knight is out now, but it's still in single issues. So I may wait for the trade of that. And I think I heard that that's a story where it's switched and the Joker is the good guy and Batman is actually the bad guy. So that sounds really cool. But I'll wait for the trade for that. So I picked these up kind of unexpectedly. I didn't really mean to get them, but they look kind of cool. So yeah, got those. And this one I actually was looking for. It's freaking huge. So it's the Infinity paperback collection, and I mean, look how huge it is. Like it's ginormous. But from what I understand, Infinity War movie is based off. I think it's probably going to be based off of this, and then also Infinity Gauntlet. I have Infinity Gauntlet, which I've read, but I think with like the Black Order being in it and stuff, probably a lot of it is based off of this because that's what it actually came from. So I'm pretty excited to read it. It's probably going to take me a while because it's so huge, but I'm actually going back to Chicago for a trip pretty soon, and I need some stuff to read there, so I'll probably bring this with. And then let me actually show you guys what else I got at Mitsuwa. I got some Mochis. Which one is this? This is caramel pudding, and this is double mango. I actually like going to Mitsuwa because I like going there because, well, a couple things. So, two things I always look at. I'm a vegetarian, and I haven't eaten meat in a long time. It's probably 11 or 12 years, something like that. So a really long time. And I like eating instant noodles, like instant ramen, and a lot of it's like meat broth. So I always like going to different like Asian stores and seeing like which veggie ramens they have. So I always go and look and like see if there's new ones, even though usually it's the same ones, but I still like to go and look. And I also like to pick up mochi when I'm there. This is like mochi from like their, I don't know, mochi bar or something like that. But yeah, it's like super good. So you get it frozen and then you have to wait like 15 minutes at least to eat it. But what better to go with reading Marvel comics than eating mochi? But yeah, so this is the caramel pudding one. This one's like my favorite. Because it has like really caramely thing on the inside, but it's also like custardy, which I think is really good. But yeah, so I love getting these. I will be, like I said, going on a trip soon. I'll actually make another video probably about that because I like to bring a couple things along with me when I go on trips, like reading wise, and I'll show you guys kind of like what fits in areas when you want to like super fit it in a backpack or something. So yeah, so I'll actually talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks. Well, I got two, but I was gonna save one for later, but I mean, whatever, right? This is like the greatest thing I've ever eaten.